you hear me okay, or should I use the megaphone? Megaphone?
You're sitting right beside it.
So we said this pilgrimage was about 2/3 spiritual and 1/3 political. So this is the political part. Now this part, I'm going to ask you to join in. Every once in a while, I want you to think we're at a big rally down at the library or someplace. So when I need you to join in, join in. My name is Karl Perrin from the Unitarian Church of Vancouver. Sister Cecilia Hudick and I helped organize this pilgrimage in 1999. And we did it again with a lot of help from a lot of people. Let's hear it for all the volunteers. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people helped. We did it with no budget. So do not donate money. Just share what you have with each other. Help each other. Dear friends, some things are not for sale. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pilgrims all, some things are not for sale. We are walking to a sacred site, Burns Bog. This is our cathedral. And within our cathedral are many rooms. We've got Dees Island, the richest farmland in Canada, the magical forest, right here. And Burns Bog, 10 times the size of Stanley Park. Now people keep saying, when are we going to get to the bog? Where's the bog? Well, you can't see the bog, it's down low. Over there in the dump is one little tiny part of it. It goes all the way to Highway 91. And
you're not done.
Alex Fraser Bridge. Today from Dees Island we crossed the 2-lane highway with traffic monitors guarding our safety.
Time again.
Imagine an additional 4-lane highway right here. Going north and south. The path of the proposed Gateway South Fraser Perimeter Road is beneath our feet. Imagine it. Imagine 4 lanes of trucks, container trucks, right here. We walked here safely in spite of the traffic and the pollution.
Still on
this site, a huge gateway interchange will be built unless we stop it. The fine particulate matter from diesel ships and trucks will clog not only our lungs, but the lungs of the lower mainland. That's the bog. All the animals and plants that live and breathe here. I ask you, do we want more pollution? No! You know what happens when the ozone, which burns our lungs, is inhaled by plants? I'll tell you, they close down their stoma, the openings on their leaves, which take in carbon dioxide. So the wild trees, as well as our local farm produce, can't breathe efficiently and their growth is stunted. When you add in the acid rain and the greenhouse gases which warm our climate, you wonder, who's doing the math on this $7 billion project? The cost to our health, the cost to farm produce, the cost to our earth far outweigh the profits going into a few developers' pockets. Some things are not for sale. I ask you people, do you want this monstrosity? No! But I want you to imagine what will happen to the barn owls who sleep by day in the dim, calm corners of the forest and at night come out to forage on mice and rats. The trucks will come right through here all night long, 24/7. The rodents scurry across 4 lanes, and some of them get squashed. Fresh meat for the hungry owl. The owl will swoop down to pluck the roadkill stuck to the pavement. Meanwhile, a truck is bearing down. Now an owl is no match for a big container rig. Bam goes, there goes the owl. Bam, there goes a skunk. Ladies and gentlemen, Gateway is a death trap. Without the keystone species, the eagles, hawks, and owls, the rodents will run rampant. The gulls will overpopulate and become malnourished. The beautiful sandhill cranes who forage on the farmland and rest in the bog will get no rest with the noise, the pollution, the lights flashing day and night. The millions of birds who rest here, migrating like pilgrims, north to south and south to north, will get no rest, no food. The billions of birds, salmon, mammals, and the zillions of tiny plants which make up this unique ecosystem, all will be threatened as the bog itself dries out and ignites, bringing fire upon fire. And after it has burned and the children of Abbotsford and the seniors of Chilliwack are intoxicated with the smog of the bog, and the huge carbon reserves of these peatlands are added to diesel exhaust as we burn up the planet, after all that we will say, why? Why did we let it happen? Why did we think that truck traffic was a wonderful way to spend tax dollars?
Greed.
And then greed is right. And then we will say, hey, we didn't vote for that. Victoria never asked us if we wanted a truck freeway through our bog, through Annieville, and the 9,000-year-old Aboriginal archaeological sites on the Fraser River. No one asked us if we wanted to pave paradise, put up a parking lot. Some things are not for sale.
Not for sale.
Some things are sacred. The bog is sacred. Our children are sacred. The eagles in Sherwood Forest, and they never got a vote. Our living, breathing children never got a vote. Now I ask you people, do we want this trucking freeway?
No!
They said it was a done deal the day it was announced. Well, I've got an announcement for you, Mr. Kevin Falcon. Gateway is not a done deal. It's a dumb deal. And with global warming, it's getting dumber and dumber. As UBC's Bill Reese says, Gateway is ludicrous. It's monumentally stupid. It's like we don't have a Notre Dame or a Golden Temple or a Taj Mahal, but we do have the most beautiful place on earth. So let's put a bunch of trucks on it and stink up the place. Let's improve the view with containers piled up to the sky. Let me ask you people, is this what we want?
No!
Listen to the tigers, the polar bears, the coral and the cod. Where are the salmon and the cedar? And so, Mr. Falcon, I will not allow it. My friends, the eagles and the hawks, will not allow it. The barn owls will lay down their lives on your freeway, Mr. Falcon. The river will run red, and we will cry and grieve. Why did we ever let it happen? But, Mr. Falcon, I, for one, will not let it happen. We, sir, are a peaceful people, but we are angry. We don't want your stinking trucks. Some things are not for sale. We don't want your smoking ships. Some things are
Not for sale!
We don't want your death trap highways. Some things are
Not for sale!
And Mr. Falcon and Mr. Campbell, we love this land. Mr. Falcon and Mr. Campbell, listen to your hearts. You know this gateway thing will never fly. Put it down. Give peace a chance, because it just ain't gonna happen. Some things are not for sale, and our integrity as people of faith is not for sale. Let the river live. Let Sherwood Forest live. Let Burns Bog survive. And let us all live together in peace. Let us love one another, and let us love this place, even though it hurts when we must protect what we love. Let our suffering be the pain inherent in the joy of love. And so let us hold up our hearts to love and to suffer. Let us open our hearts to all that is beautiful and all that is horrible, two sides of the same coin. Let us be brave in our fear and proud in our grief. No one said compassion was a bowl of cherries. But friends, we were born to love. Let us seek the grace of God to live openly and fully in the glory of creation. Brothers and sisters, fellow pilgrims, let's walk.